that goes Invi and silence the opponent at the same time.
Yeah, and it's really difficult for a lot of teams now to pick up the high loss. Oh, looks like Alter Ego going to be banning out the Kaja here. All right, gonna deny the aggression here. So Alter Ego, I'm expecting them to draft along the same lines as they did against Bosker in Game 2. I'm expecting them to get rid of the Kaja. I'm also expecting them to get rid of potentially an Angela as well, if they kind of sniff it out from EVOS, who decides to get rid of the Claude. So things are starting to shape up.
Oh man, now things is just slowly, we can start, like, Gideon and I, we can start hearing the gears slowly going into motion here on what might actually come into play. Claude, hypercarry, very safe hypercarry, totally out of the picture here. And I think it's just like, there are other hypercarries you could definitely try to ban out for, but the one that's most significant is definitely Claude, because the ability to literally just go back in and out of the fight, that just makes this such a crucial moment in such a team fight. But anyway, final battle going to be coming out and say, will it be the Ling, or is it going to be Uranus?
Aha, no Uranus opening this time. Now the question is, does EVOS want to pick up Atlas or the Esmeralda? They take away the Esmeralda from Alter Ego. Oh boy, this is going to be an interesting game. Alter Ego, what's the opening going to be? Are they going to go for the cores? Are they going for the supports? I'm feeling...
I feel the Valero might pop down. Maybe not in the first two picks, but later on.
I'm actually feeling... no, this is tough. This is tough. Because EVOS SG, they identified that, hey, if they go for Angela, it's going to be so terrible for them, even though Angela is not too bad in lane up against someone like an Esmeralda. So they go for the Ling, they go for the Atlas. All right, this is a different opening.
This is definitely one setup, because I think the biggest pick is just the Esmeralda, right? Not because of her utilities and everything, just mixing a lot of things open and very clear for the side of Alter Ego. This is literally EVOS SG's way of saying, you want to go Angela, it's fine. It's totally fine. But I would still pick Esmeralda, just like mess up a lot of that shielding you could get.
Yeah. I'm kind of expecting that too. I'm thinking whether or not they want to go for the Jawhead and Kufra here, but instead they want to go for the Laura Yi for that initial early game power, because she really pumps some damage if you can land her abilities.
Oh yeah, rotation really does hurt, and it's also a really great wave clear spell. And the most important thing is just that diversion. Like if bot lane was not able to successfully, they could easily just TP back to the mid lane without wasting any time, because literally farming is going to be the real aim goal here. Because Alter Ego, especially knowing there's a Ling on the other side, now they're going to be trying to build around that Ling. And Udyr coming with the Farsa, I believe it's going to be this time. Udyr might be playing the Farsa this time around, because they really need to be as straightforward as much as possible.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling too here. But now coming into the second phase of the bans, this is kind of tough because both sides don't really necessarily have an offlaner per se. It looks like Alter Ego, they want to get rid of potential counters for the Farsa, making sure that she's going to be safe and sound, because she's already got two people going to be jumping her, the Esmeralda as well as the Kufra. Not exactly too fun to be playing Farsa then.
The final ban. What does EVOS actually expect coming for this out?
Oh yeah, that's actually really good from EVOS. Oh, why was I thinking Falmus here? Valero was such an obvious ban.
I mean, I did mention before, Valero was either going to be coming, whether it's going to be a pick, stealing for the other opposite thing, or banned out, because...
I mean, it has to be banned out because Alter Ego is on red, so they get first pick regardless.
Yeah, for sure. So, great engagement, really great pick as well, because EVOS actually realized that if Alter Ego does get that Valero, it literally put a stop to literally already two members, and instantly two members already gone.
Yeah, this draft is going pretty interesting, and Alter Ego getting the strongest offlane duelist ever with the Thalmus here. I think EVOS SG might want to consider going with the Jawhead just in general to set up dives, and also to make sure that if Ling is out of his ultimate, like, he is going to be run down with the Unstoppable Force.
Yeah, I just love the Jawhead. Let's just pick the Jawhead. Please pick the Jawhead. It'll be really great for you guys too, but then again, there are other options. Show is still viable for them as well.
They could go for Jawhead Xborg maybe, and then hyper carry, and then hyper carry the.
Hayabusa.
Okay, I haven't seen Hayabusa in forever.
You know, I was about to mention to you before the drafting about the Hayabusa pick, because it was a very favorable pick coming from the side of Anti-Mage. He is really favorable with it. But anyway, coming back to EVOS SG here, Hayabusa. What do you think? Really great lane pusher. Great team fight as well, coming with an assassin execution.
I don't know. I honestly don't know how EVOS is going to utilize the Hayabusa, because in many different aspects, split pushing and just team fighting, Ling does both of those things better than the Hayabusa. And now Alter Ego is going to get access to Xborg here, who's going to be super important, and get some of the bigger, beefier targets once he maxes out that heat gauge on them. So This is, I would say it's a little alter ego favorite. I'm not going to lie. However, EVOS has some very clear win cons. It's really up to the supports to make the difference here. So Aeon, if it's a time to not to be too washed up, now's the time to show that you were a pro player and you still got it.
I mean, he's definitely going to be still got it. Let's just hope with the years of experience he had is able to lift up the team or elevate the team to another new level. But still, ladies and gentlemen, first game of the last game of today, the most intensive one by far, EVOS SG versus Alter Ego Esports.
Please support your favorite teams in the chat itself. Give them your energy as they are about to lock horns in a very epic battle here.
Virtual energy.
As the cinematic view goes on, I want to see the lane assignments from both of these teams. Where it looks like Damos is going down to the bottom side, I think.
Oh man, just as you said, it is the lane.
Okay, we can still see the minimap. It's 1, 2, 2, and then 1. I'm not sure because they're stacked on top of each other.
I'm pretty sure. They were so stacked. So I was thinking, is it going to be a 1, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, or maybe they're just casually there for a brief moment after just leave the lane, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's too hard to tell. It's too hard to tell.
We also we have both seen plays coming from both Alter Ego and EVOS SG where they not necessarily have to stay in the lane. We constantly see them just stay in lane for a couple of seconds because there's no reason for them to move just yet. When there's an opportunity for a rotation, they just instantly leave the lane. They don't just no regards at all. They just don't care. Like, you know what? There's an opportunity. I'll go for this rotation. The timing is just right. Let's try it out.
I mean, it's a scary position regardless because if we're talking about early game power, I think both sides. I would make the argument that that EVOS should be able to win the level 1s, no problem with the low E, but level 2 is where it gets really dicey. I'm really not sure. Both teams do have their pros and cons. It's just where are they going to attack them on the map, especially at level 2? I just don't see it happening.
Honestly, if you ask me, I really can picture what happens exactly right after level after level 1. At level 1, it's just everyone's just chilling. Maybe just a couple of trades hey. Level 2, let's go!
Level 2, this is SWAT team bursts into the room.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if either one of us is doing if you're doing the play-by-play or I'm doing the play-by-play. We just one of us just look at the minimap, right? When suddenly when Star starts going down, you're gonna see the entire minimap. Everyone's just converging towards the middle.
With our powers combined. All right, let's get back into this game and see the lane assignments one more time. Looks like it's gonna be X-Borg and Thamos going in to the side lane, so it's gonna be a 1-3-1 coming in for Alter Ego, while EVOS is sticking with the 1-2-2.
Really want, and the best part about it is the Qualifier is trying to really assist Potato to try to get that level as much as possible before going back to the lane. That should give them a slight advantage as well. But we're going to be playing with the time. Celebrate is going to be trying to take this little wonder for the sale, but will they be getting 2? But ooh! Pokemon, on the other hand, had other ideas, though.
Yeah, Pokemon definitely had some other ideas there. JPL had to take away the Lethal Wander, unfortunately, because Udil was pressuring them so much, which is still absolutely fine because the Lethal Wander, heals everybody. It just means that, Pokemon is going to be a little bit slower hitting those big levels as quickly as possible.
Oh my god, we were just saying about it. Low E level 1, so much damage. It's forcing Udil to actually back off. Now, literally, and the thing is, they already predicted it's going to be backing off. It's going to be a 3v2 in this lane. Are they going to be applying a little bit more pressure, or they're just going to be fine with it?
Well, I don't know just yet because Alter Ego really haven't put their foot on the gas just yet. Oh, wait a minute. They're going to leave him. They're going to leave Hayabusa alone.
Okay.
So now that, this is very interesting. This is very, very interesting. Aeon, he's kind of out of position here. It's a 3v2, not looking too great. Pokemon has to respond to this just to kind of deter everybody with his big ol' level 4 and stop them from moving anywhere forward. However, can they get caught out here? Yup. Pokemon, he might need to use his ultimate to jump on out.
Oh man, I was so worried for a moment.
Yeah, it was not looking good for Pokemon for a second there. But it looks like they're actually considering whether or not to take the fight, but they are trying to contest this River Crab. Aeon's in a lot of trouble. That bouncing ball ain't gonna save him. Star Mode cutting out that Firaga armor. However, Aeon still holding on to regenerate as well as passive. Pokemon needs to try and cut down Sully Boy, but Sully Boy realizes I can't deal with this. I'm hopping on out of there as quickly as possible. Soul already chunking out Yam, and he's forced to break away.
The 1-to-1 by far, I say it's pretty much just okay. But the thing is, the one that really excels on is going to be Salibor. Since he was able to get the kill for himself here, that's going to be a really great boost here. Potato is still applying a lot of pressure across supply, and I love the fact that Potato is really even though a level advantage, he's still respecting the fact that Thamos is doing quite a significant amount of damage.
Yeah, and you know, naturally Hayabusa doesn't actually win against Thamos in the first 4 levels. Even with his ultimate, it's just not enough damage to kill the Thamos until Hayabusa gets 2 items, one to counter the healing, and maybe I would
having the luck on his side at the bottom lane.
Oh my goodness, that's so unlucky. That would have been a great 1-for-1, but now Aeon coming in with a big ultimate, but Pokemon is right there. Can they cut him through? Aeon is unfortunately going to get sucked in by Leo Murphy. He's so little help, but the unstoppable force coming in. Selly Boy's in trouble. He doesn't have enough energy to jump away. 1 HP, he goes down. Pokemon gets chopped up, and Yam is running him down with his flame. Stokes, they pull on backwards, and it's going to be 1-for-1 Pokemon for Selly Boy.
Yo, that is absolutely amazing. That was actually quite the big trade-off as well, too.
That was huge.
That was majorly, he really slowed down Selly Boy. Even though, like, for some people be like, hey, you know what, he died, he's going to respawn anytime. I'm sure, but you are wasting a couple of seconds, which could have at least got him a level or maybe an additional item or potentially lead to it. On the other side here, out there, Friend Potato, still alive, still fine.
Yep, they know how to play it. Oh, do they want to get... they nearly got the catch onto Pi there, but unfortunately he was able to kind of hop
Ejector?
out of that.
Still,
nah.
Still so cute.
Yeah.
Loving it, man. Just loving it. By the way,
debatable.
Oh, wow. Well, Terizla lover. I know you, Terizla lover. Get out of here. Terizla's not even here. By the way, yeah, Soul still trying his best to defend his tier 1 tower, but he better be trying to look to fall back anytime soon. Pokemon diving into the mix here with Falling Star to see if he can. But the Fatal Lane is going to be pretty. 2-man Aeon really trying his best here. Whoa, Leo Murphy. Bringing the hit, allowing Selly Boy, even though despite having him to lose, break his KDA, was able to return back with 2 additional kills on his belt.
Really nicely done coming in from Alter Ego. Selly Boy specifically waited for Esmeralda to waste her Falling Star move before going in. And now Potato getting hit. Oh, he needs to use something. There's an ability. Oh, unfortunately, he gets burned up in the end. The Quad Shadow was just a little late off of that cooldown, and unfortunately, he takes that last tick of damage.
Yeah, Pokemon still... Now each of the members here of EVOS SG really trying to come back here, but Aeon coming in with the Tyrant's Revenge, trying to see if he can really try to slow things down or try to make or force anything out, because Turtle's already out here. They really want to try to contest this, but they gotta be careful. Leo Murphy, the Atlas, already has the ultimate.
They're jumping onto Turtle here. Does EVOS want to contest? Yes, they do. They're moving in the perfect leads come through. However, Soul still alive. You can see that Pokemon trying to think of whether he wants to get into the fight. The ejector, Leo Murphy, he's going to be going down. Soul's the next to fall. Where is Pokemon? Does he want to go in? No, he does not. He disengages after the Falling Star Moon, realizing that a lot of the ultimates have not been wasted from Alter Ego. Yam was able to chunk out a large amount of HP from both Soul and Aeon.
Oh no, Pokemon still going to be a little bit careful as well, but sadly, he's also really confident that the rest of the members of Alter Ego will fall back. But on the other side, on the bottom lane, Pi is going to give Shred JPL a new t-shirt at this point.
Yeah, and he also stole away the red buff, which is going to be huge because Potato needs to scale into this game a lot faster. And at the rate that they're going, this gold feels like it's being shared more than anything else. But now Potato going for the 1v1 against Pi. Aeon there, ready to help him, but he's 4 levels down. It's not looking too good for him. Soul on the top side. Looks like Alter Ego wants to split up this map.
The really great priority coming from the side here. But anyway, Pi trying his best in this 4v1. Oh my lord. Almost got a couple of kills for himself here. Really scary. But that's just a prime example to exactly what Anti-Mage said. Thamos gets a little bit nerfed, but still quite scary to deal with.
Yeah, they could look to jump in here, but again, 4 members, might as well just sacrifice this objective here, as Alter Ego have already developed a 6k goalie, looking very confident in their line of play against EVOS SG. Can EVOS SG retaliate back?
It's going to be really difficult for them as well, because there's a lot of things they really need to go through. Because first things first, Selly Boy definitely going to be out of sight and out of mind. It's going to be really hard for them to catch Selly Boy unless Selly Boy really shows himself into the mix here. But the thing is, they really have no time to look for Selly Boy because they always get initiated on by Leo Murphy, always catching 2-man, 3-man, pulling them all the way back. Udil starts doing a lot of damage from the back line. Priority starts going all over the place.
Yeah, you would be thinking that Selly Boy is getting ahead because he's getting the kills, but oh wait, hold on, hold that thought as a coming in for a big catch. Well, they see JPL, but he didn't want to go for the perfect links there just yet. He does get that mini stun off, but still, I definitely think Alter Ego could have gotten a pick if they wanted to. However, it's not the priority pick, therefore, it's not worth it.
Still playing with the type. Oh, here comes perfect match as well. Like, you know Leo Murphy when he's on the Atlas, the Cupid of Heaven, definitely giving him that title. Gonna be finding a perfect match for two more people. With Fatal Link gonna be pulling two men back into the mix here, right into the clutches of Sally Boy. Temper's gonna be dropped down as well. But on the other side, we see our dear friend Soul's gonna try to hunt down that link, and they will get it. And that's gonna be the end of Sally Boy. Instantly, majority of the members will have to fall back.
Yep, still trading 1-for-1, but the fight's gonna reignite once again. Leo Murphy trying to go in with the rest of the team, and especially with Farsa nearby. She is ready to siege this red buff, and Yam also rotating out. No one is stopping Thamus. He's gonna get a free inhibitor here. He's already popping his ultimate. Can they stop this? Can JPL clear the wave as the fight breaks out down in the bottom side? Yam with the last insanity. Flickers on top of Potato. They already traded with, they traded Aeon with nobody in return. Sully Boy is back up, and he is going to be rotating fast to get in on these kills.
Dude, they got punished hard. Like, and the worst part about it, EVOS SG, they can't really focus on too many things because one, they're trying to be engaged on that red buff. Next thing also as well, they actually lost. Even though sure they had an upper hand, they got rid of Sally Boy. That gave them a little bit of motivation where they can actually try to contest for the red buff. But when they realized that Pi was started hitting that inhibitor, then literally Aeon had no choice but to stay back, because if anyone choose to TP right here and there, they're gonna be forced upon.
Yeah, and it's just a tough situation to come from, because right now Udil is dealing so much damage here onto Pokemon that he really needs some magic resist of some sort to protect himself from that damage.
Oh my god, Immortal, dude. He just got the Immortal. That's going to buy him a little bit more time. And I'm going to be flickering right into the mix with Final Insanity happening on the top side there. Pi still trying to do the damage, still alive, coming in with all the lives still, and bought enough time, long enough for Sally Boy to come in to save the day.
Oh wait, Udil is actually caught out. He can't really get out of this. This is the first catch, and they ruined his KDA. This is the second time they've caught him out. Aeon, looking beyond the scope of which he was trying to protect his teammate from, took it and made it into an opportunity.
Now, the thing is, they really need to try to get as much objective as possible. They're going to be taking down the first tower, but they're going to be careful. Two men, rest of the reinforcement of the team is going to be coming in. Flicker with a perfect match. All four men is going to be pulled right back into the mix here. Beautiful double kill instantly for Sally Boy.
Leo Murphy got the catch of a lifetime, snagging 3 members of EVOS SG. And now Potato has to put a very good defense here, because as of yet, I don't think Alter Ego wants to rush this process. 9K, might as well take Lord. It's a free fight for us.
Yep, for sure. They could have waited a little bit more just for the Luminous Law, but they're not going to be taking any chances at all, because none at all. Even though this is why they are in a top favorable, the fight is still going on, and it's still going on quite strong.
Yeah, they don't want to waste any time here, because they know they're ahead. They want to push their lead as quickly as possible, because once EVO starts scaling with items, it's going to be much harder to go for these one-shots.
And the thing is, just like in terms of leveling as well, you can see EVOS SG just slowly climbing back into the mix. Although sure, at the very back end of the wall, not getting much from except for all these wave pushes, they still can break up a great fight out of it.
Yeah, and now here it comes, the make it or break it fight here. Sully Boy already chunking out Pokemon to 50% of his HP. Udil, very quick fingers, easily follows up. Pokemon's going to be forced back into the fountain heal, but Leo Murphy is the one you're really looking to watch out for.
Oh, he managed to catch Souls, but definitely not the one he's trying to aim for. But on the other hand, you see, Yam gets literally shredded down the side, but definitely he has the Immortal. Will be able to come back alive a little bit longer. Still has the Fragile Armor to keep him in shape a little bit longer.
Yeah, and Pokemon, he is still waiting for his ultimate to come back up. The defense is still going through. They have not lost too much here, but now this might be it. Oh, Murphy catches 2, but JPL is able to cleanse on out of there, and now they're going through Pokemon. He's the last to go in. This might be his time to clean it up, and the Hayabusa was able to do it. He got that quad shadows off. He got the OK shadow kill. It's a 3-for-2 situation. Not looking great as Alter Ego break all the inhibitors. Oh boy, they have backed EVOS SG into a corner.
Dude, definitely. It's just absolutely crazy the fact that he not only were they able to slow down that push, because let me tell you something, they were only able to get those 2 towers mainly because they had the waves, they had the siege units to actually try to break down the tower, and the tower was actually very low in the first place. So even though, yes, great priority, great timing, and so great pushing, and also RNG God was definitely on the side of Potato right there.
It's still going to be a tough game here, because as of right now, Pokemon is building for full damage, and he can't afford to go for anything else. And I think he really needs he really needs a Twilight Armor or something like that just to prevent the damage from Udil and Celiboy because they chuck him out before they even start the fight.
Bottom lane, we see Alex getting a little bit into the mix with the fatal lane. Gonna be bringing him out in. On the guys here, Yan was able to get a double kill for himself. Still gonna be looking for a kill. Leo Murphy, he has his eyes on Pokemon. He knows that how much damage Pokemon was actually able to bring during that last fight. Last man standing. Will Pokemon be able to hold the fort against all 5 members of Alter Ego? Gonna be jumping down a couple of DM, but jumping in with the falling star, but just too much to handle from all 5 members here. Well played coming from Alter Ego, but at the same time, well hold coming from EVOS SG.
Alter Ego taking one game against